know. It's such an interesting path of just watching this, like knowing that this had been planned for such a long time, and then just watching it like kind of a slow motion car crash. But then it's, some pieces are going faster, some pieces are going slower. And I heard you speaking the other day on your podcast of like, well, all I can do is teach people to be prosperous, like while this is going down.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, what can we do? It's like a lot of these things are way bigger than what we can control. Like as far as like mandates in Los Angeles, which was one of the strictest places, but New Mexico seemed oddly strict and weird. And I feel like what it is this weird consciousness. It's almost as if some sort of dark entity almost just is taken over, because I go to places now and it's like there's a missing link.
Oh, completely.
And Gina and I, that's my wife, we were, I know you guys have been emailing stuff, but we were looking for places, Southwest, we love it. We love New Mexico, and we drove through going to Texas, and the whole vibe shifted as far as what we were used to. And it's like, they were so strict and paranoid about everything. But yeah, but like we were fighting it in LA, but we couldn't do anything. Like we didn't vote our way out of it, and we didn't we called all the city councils. They literally said, if you don't like this, you can leave. I'm like, well, fuck you. This is our home. Like this is where we're rooted in community, and a lot of people, especially Gina, worked in film industry for a long time. You can't, you're not always in a position like you're dependent on that.
Yeah.
You can just leave. We happen to be empowered enough to do that, but I feel like we were forced out. And so then I thought, well, okay, I wasn't never that into politics, but I guess local politics have more effect on my life and people's lives than I ever dreamed possible.
Right.
It was revealed, and nothing changed. So we got out, partly because we found out we're having a kid. I'm glad that my mom lives in Vermont, because Vermont's pretty cool. But that sort of triggered like a place to relocate.
Yeah.
We love things and stuff like that, but I don't I don't know. People are definitely aware. I mean, it's like there's two timelines. And there's people that are just like, well, this is a joke. And I think whatever it is, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like creating things that are more prosperous for people, that's the way to cause change. And that feels like a rebellion to me,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree in that it definitely attracts me to your work. I'm curious in terms of because you mentioned what was going on in LA. New Mexico had like a really gross tyrannical vibe. And in your mystery tradition, your studies, your magical sensing of things, are you connecting any of this to geomancy, to specific power spots on the planet that are inspiring these tyrannical psychopaths to lock down harder in specific places?
They definitely go for energy grids for sure. They know that, or they use those places as like a PowerPoint. But this is just my theory right now. Is that you're better off going to usually it's a lot of cities that you have intelligent people, you have creative people. There's all the people that I thought on some extended level were my extended people, right? I could go to New York City, you go to a coffee shop, whatever. Everyone's like a little artsy minded, cool, sensitive, not the immediate people that I hang with, but I'm like, yeah, this is my extended universe of people, or in LA. And I think that why don't you go after immediately people that, I don't know, somehow those became the most susceptible. And I think that maybe it's like, if we go after the people that are maybe a little overly educated, well, then we really can lock it in and sort of spread the message. I
Mhm.
feel like these people are like, I can't imagine going to college right now.
Oh, hell no. Hell
And
no.
so, but as far as power grids, I mean, it's always those places. Obviously, New York City's some power grid, but that's like one of the most significant cities in the world. So you might as well go there. It's like some consciousness attack. Like if you were like, I'm going to start World War III with bombs, you're going to go after these major cities. And I feel like it was these major cities that got just like duped the most and bought into it. And people are still into it and they're angry if you're not into it. That's the thing.
That's
And
the crazy thing. It's like, okay, you can be all hung up on this. Why do you care whether I am or not? Who cares? Who cares if I don't have the Ukraine flag as my profile picture? Why do you care?
I posted a meme that was like, this is, I love memes, these are smart, so I'll post, and it was like, worst opinion ever starter pack. You've probably seen this one. It was like, let's get vaccinated. We could do this together with that little seal, a blue check mark, a Ukraine flag, and something else. And then I posted that because it's really clever. It's
Yeah.
smart humor. I mean, and then I actually only had one person. They were like, that's when I get offended about innocent people getting bombed. And I'm like, don't you get it? Like the whole point of that was that you're putting an emoji and you think you're making a difference.
Right.
Actually supporting the killing of other people is okay. And it seems very pro-war to me.
Right.
And like, but where do you think that, what are you doing?
Thanks for tuning in, tribe. If you are finding any value whatsoever from my videos, I am inviting you to feel into becoming a paid supporter on either my Patreon platform, my Locals platform, or Dare to Dream. Both. The path of the truth-telling journalist has gotten quite a bit crunchy over the past few years. The shadow banning and the censorship have really taken their toll. So your support allows me to keep on keeping on, to keep on making videos and sharing my content. So once again, if you are receiving any value from what I'm doing here, if you're digging my videos, if they make you smile, if they make you think, thank you for supporting me on Patreon, on Locals. Your support really, truly allows me to continue to do this.